What did I think about Lonzo Ball saying that Kobe was never the best player in the league and leaving him off his Mount Rushmore? I ain't got no problem with it. Listen, Shaq and Kobe were the most dynamic duo that I saw. All due respect to Magic and Kareem, all due respect to Jordan and Pippen. Been watching basketball a long time. Stephen Durant. I can go on dynamic duos. But every year that Shaq was in LA and they played together, Shaq was the better player. Shaq, the first year when he left LA and went to Miami, was the better player. Got robbed of MVP. Kobe, to me, didn't join the conversation till '06 as far as we talking about that. We got this Samson and David, the Goliath and David situation, the big man, small man. Kobe was not better than Shaq and Tim Duncan in those runs. He was vital, but it wasn't like, to me, he was seeing those two. Now, Lonzo Ball's top four, he has Shaq, LeBron, Jordan, and Curry. So if I'm just going off of that, I'm taking LeBron off. I'm keeping Shaq. I keep Jordan. I keep Curry, and I'll add Tim Duncan. That's what I would pick if I had to pick four guys in the immediate. Subject to change. Shaq don't never get his due. He dominated like so few did. Duncan was right there. Jordan, of course, Jordan. And Curry changed the game. I could take them four and put whoever I want as my fifth option and be straight. The thing is this. Lonzo Ball, though, is like a triple junior whopper Jason Kidd. But he's got almost a. Dare I say this cat is a veteran now? Dare I say this cat been around since 2017? Where does the time go? I remember when his daddies got on TV and pimped and hustled him as a draft pick. I had Magic hook, line, and sinker to go draft him. It worked. I think the spotlight was too big for him. I think he's got some nice touch passes, but he never became that dude. He never quite became that dude. He was uncomfortable shooting his shot. He got a good shot, not a great shot. His brother LaMelo was actually a better volume scorer, but not quite game changing dude. His rapping skills is nice though. I'll give Lonzo that. He can rock on the floor. Um, he said Kobe missed the most shots. Well, actually, LeBron James has surpassed him there, so he need to check that typo. But that's not my criteria. My knocks against Kobe have been more about what he didn't do, how his ego, he stunk after he left Shaquille O'Neal go those first 2 years. They tried the Jordan Pippen thing. Remember with him and Lamar? It didn't work. That's why he had to bring in Paul Gasol. They don't bring in Paul Gasol, he might not win another ring. He was crying and mouthing about he wanted Bynum and everybody traded and get this and get that. And he was tempting to go to the Clippers and the Bulls. He threw tantrums. He cost them that 3-1 series against Phoenix. I ain't forget that. You think I forgot when Nash got that MVP? And he stopped playing. He would freeze on you. Yes, I have to hold that against Kobe Bryant. I always remember what Shaq's father, the Sergeant Philip Harrison, once said about him. He said if this guy could see the court, he'd be the greatest. I am a firm believer that if he went all out and played team ball and not me ball sometimes, he would be. I am one of the few people who probably say that he's tied with Dwayne Wade for the second greatest two guard. Jordan's going to be alone in that argument. But I do believe that if Shaq plays with D Wade, he wins. They could win 2 or 3 rings. Because remember, they got hurt in '05. They had Detroit on the ropes. They did win the next year in '06, and D Wade went off. So don't tell me. I think they made back to back Eastern Conference championship runs. So I imagine they won all their division titles together when they were together when they was on point. So imagine they could have won a couple rings easily. But this thing here, Kobe was great only in that one finals against Orlando. Was he definitively the best player in the world? When Shaq got robbed at 1 in '05, I could say maybe '06, maybe '07, but LeBron was coming. You can debate. You can debate Dwayne Wade in there for a window. You can make a debate. Now, LeBron was taking over the early middle O's. Dwayne Wade was still there. You had your top five consensus. Where was he at? Dirk Nowitzki was in the argument. Where was he at? So you can debate. Obviously, despite having a pretty good year. It was at 2011, the year after they won, and they got knocked out in the first round. His last few years were not that memorable. He was injury prone. He wasn't. So he did fall off quite a bit. And his lines are pretty blurred, especially when the Shaq era and what have you. So I can understand if you kind of hold that against him. But I'm not gonna go for the okie doke to not have him in because he was a better player than LeBron to me. I will say that. And time has gone on. He's proven to be a better player than LeBron. I think LeBron didn't play too long, stat padded too much, and not the results. I'm a firm believer that Kobe would have told AD, get on deck or get off. You got to be the man up. But I don't have no problem with him having Shaq, Jordan, and Curry. Because I think Shaq and Curry don't get enough due. They changed the course of the game in their respective eras. And of course, Jordan, the two guard. But I think Tim Duncan gets left out the mix too often than not. But do I agree with him about Kobe's situation is kind of like Jay-Z's in a way. When was he truly the best? And you can make debates that some other people were in the mix. You can. I think that anybody, I think somebody else saying this, I might, because obviously Lonzo Ball is always going to be looked at to me as a guy that was overrated, underachieved, and was put in a situation that he got more of a career than Bronny James will ever have. I'll give you that. And he's a veteran now, and he'll get a decade in. But considering the hype and the hoopla, you know. So it's like the right message, wrong messenger. But I do got a problem with him trying to slide LeBron in. LeBron is not better than Kobe. He did more things, but what has he really done more of? And, and I don't go based on just the rings. Because they both had a stacked situation. I mean, Kobe played with a guy like Shaquille O'Neal, so come on now, who couldn't win with Shaq? But LeBron had D-Wade, Chris Bosh, Kyrie Irving, and Anthony Davis. Okay? That stackedness, that depth, and then having a Ray Allen on the side doesn't hurt. Come on now. So, anyway, that's my thoughts and takes about Lonzo Ball. Why he said he loved Kobe, but I think Kobe does get a bit pushed more. Some of it's because posthumously. It is debatable. I do think he gets pushed a bit more. I'll never have him over Tim Duncan or Shaq. So you can just, you can debate me all you want. He ain't better than those two guys. And he wasn't better than Shaquille O'Neal in his peak and prime. Won't have it. Magic was a better Laker to me too. Jordan was better. So I'll definitely and I'll take Larry Bird over Kobe too. Of course, Wilton, Bill Russell too. These are, lowercase. Steph Curry's right there with him as far as I'm concerned. Because if I'm taking totality and I'm going about it. But I could make the case Kobe had a couple of what I call, he had his MVP year was kind of, I thought to me that was a lifetime achievement. But again, they hurt Shaq because they tried to make them like they cancel each other out, which was unfair to Shaquille O'Neal. Because Shaquille O'Neal should have had about 4 or 5 more league MVPs. Kobe probably could have had about 1 or 2 more, but Shaq was better. And that alone, when you factor in Tim Duncan, is why I can't have Kobe higher. But I can't have Lonzo Ball talking about it either. Somebody don't seem right. But you tell me what you think. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.